everyone, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'm going to do a comparison of two of the bags that I mentioned in my video about low-key luxury bags, because they're very similar and a couple of people commented about one of the bags and I thought it might be useful to do a comparison. Hi, my name's Claire and I put out videos on luxury bags and accessories. So if that's your thing, please click on the subscribe button, hit the notification bell and you'll know when I upload a new video. Okay, so let's get started. Right, the two bags that I'm going to do a comparison on are the Gucci Soho Disco, which is in its dust bag here, and the Saint Laurent Toy Loulou, which is in its dust bag here. Now, I've literally just taken both of these bags off of my shelves. So let's have a look. They both come in dust bags. The Gucci Soho Disco I purchased quite a while ago directly from the Gucci website, and it did come in a box and its dust bag. And the Toy Loulou from Saint Laurent, I actually purchased that from Flannels, and as I've mentioned before, Flannels don't usually send a box with their items, but it did come in its dust bag, and here is the bag. Now, at the moment, price-wise, these are pretty much the same price. I think there's only about £20 in it. When I bought them, they were a little bit cheaper. There has been a price increase for both Gucci and Saint Laurent recently, so I know they have both gone up, but I think this one is about £20 more than this one, but I will put links in the description down below so that you can see the current price when you're watching this video. Okay, so let's start with the Gucci Soho Disco. At the moment, because I've just taken it off my shelf, I have got it stuffed with the air paper. I do store it with the air paper in, and what I'm going to do, pop that out, just give you a quick overview of this bag. It's in the black pebbled leather. It's got the double GG interlocking logo, which is very subtle. It has the nice tassel with the very sort of pale gold hardware, and it has a long leather adjustable strap. Now the good thing about this bag is it does have the adjustable strap. It has 5 holes there that you can use to adjust the strap. Inside there is one large compartment, and then there are 2 quite small slip pockets inside, and it's this lovely beige linen interior. So what I'll do first of all is just talk about a couple of the cons of this particular bag, and there's only a couple. First of all, it is the lining. It is quite pale. Now I'm very careful. I do try and protect my bags. As you know, if you watch my videos, you know that most of my items I have SLGs, so I don't often put loose items in. Everything's inside something, and so I do try to keep the interiors of my bags quite clean. I was noticing, though, I was having a look the other day, and as careful as I am, this has started to get a little bit dirty inside. I think just at the top here, along here, and just at the top of the slip pockets, I can see there is a little bit of dirt. Now, it's not major. You don't notice it as soon as you look in. I don't know how easy it is to clean that, but obviously that is something to think about with this type of bag. It is a pale fabric lining, so it might be a little bit harder to keep it clean. The other con with this particular bag is, although the strap is adjustable, and that is definitely a pro, it has this loop here, but this loop is static. It's not, you can't move it. So any excess of the strap is sticking out, and it does tend to go a little bit curly. So that is something to think about with that one. I'm thinking of, when I store it, of maybe just wrapping something around that just to try and keep it flat while it's being stored. And possibly maybe the only other con with this bag is it is quite a soft, can be quite slouchy bag. So I think I haven't had mine a long time, but I know some people who have had the Soho Disco for quite a few years do say that it does slouch and it can lose its shape. So that's why I always store it with the air paper in, to help it keep its shape. And one of the things it does do is, if you wear it crossbody and it's pushing against your body, this side, which is usually the side against your body, it kind of pushes in slightly. So that is something to think about with this bag as well. The pros of this bag are that it has the adjustable strap. It is very subtle. It really does hold a lot, and I'm going to show you in a minute what you can fit into this bag. It is a nice soft leather, so it is very comfortable to wear, and it does give a little bit when you put items inside it, which is why you can put quite a lot in it. The zipper is a nice feature. It's a very simple, nice camera style, and I do use this on a daily basis. It's a really good everyday bag for me. So I bought a few bits and pieces up with me so I can show you what fits in. So as you know, I carry a lot of bits and pieces in my mini pochette. I do like to take that out with me on a daily basis, and that fits in there quite easily. The other essential I would need to carry with me is my card holder, and what I do with the Disco is pop it into one of the pockets like that. I need my phone, so that will go in there. My other card holder that also takes my cash, so I pop that in there. I would need my mask, pop that in. I do also usually take out a compact mirror with this bag. This is just one of those ones you can buy on Etsy or Facebook. It's a compact with some repurposed Louis Vuitton canvas on it, so pop that in there. My nail file. What else do I need? Oh, a lipstick and my hand sanitizer, and a lip balm. So that's pretty much most of what I would take in there. What I would also need to do is pop my keys in there, and they will go on the top, and then it will close quite easily. I might, if it's a sunny day, take my sunglasses. Now my sunglasses will fit in, however it will bulge a little bit when I close it. You can see it's a little bit bulgy with the keys in there as well. So really, with what else I've got in there, it's kind of one or the other, either the sunglasses or the keys. If I put just the sunglasses in there, then it closes nicely. It's quite heavy at this point, but it's not too heavy that it can't be worn quite comfortably. I would usually wear it crossbody, and it does usually feel quite comfortable. And as you know, I did feature it in my video on low-key luxury bags, because I feel with the logo the way it is quite low-key. I feel quite happy wearing this on a daily basis, just popping to the shops, running errands, that sort of thing. I find it a really useful, comfortable bag that you can fit quite a lot in. Now, I did bring my tape measure as well, so I can measure it and let you know the dimensions. So let's have a look. Right, the width of the bag is about 21 centimetres. The height is about 14.5 to 15, and the depth is about 7 or 8 centimetres. But because, as I said, the leather is quite soft, it does stretch out a little bit. Obviously you don't want to stretch it out too much, but it is quite a roomy bag. You can get quite a lot in that. So I'm going to undo it so I can take out everything in a minute and see what fits in my other bag. So my other bag is the Toy Loulou from Saint Laurent. So if I get the tape measure and measure this one, this is about 19 to 20 centimetres in width. So it's about a centimetre smaller than the Disco. The height is about, again, 14.5 to 15, so about the same height as the Disco. And the width is about 6.5. So it's a little bit narrower there than the Disco. If I put them side by side, you can see that the Toy Loulou is just slightly smaller than the Soho Disco. As you can see, at the moment it's got no strap on it, because unlike the Disco, the strap on this bag is removable. So I've actually got the strap in here. It is the same as the Disco in that it is a leather strap, but to say, it's got the clips on it, and you can actually remove the strap. I'll just clip it on here. Now, again, the strap is adjustable. It's kind of got these little holes along here, and you can move it up and down and just make it a little bit longer, a little bit shorter. What you can also do is you can remove this part of the strap completely. So if I just do that and show you. So I can take that off completely, and then I can pop that back through there. And I can make it into a wristlet. So obviously that will come off this side, and then it becomes a wristlet bag. I never have used it as a wristlet bag, but obviously that option is there. I'm going to take the strap off again because, again, as I mentioned in my other video, with it being a removable strap, you can also change the strap completely, and in this case I've got a long chain strap. So the chain will go on there, and I can turn it into a chain strap bag, and it just gives it a slightly different look. So in terms of the two bags, obviously the Toy Loulou is slightly more versatile in terms of the strap and how you can use that. Obviously the Soho Disco has the zip closure on the top. The Saint Laurent Toy Loulou is a flap closure with a magnetic stud. So inside again I've got some air paper, and I've just got some tissue. So that's what the inside of the bag looks like. Okay, so the differences with the Disco is here you've got a lot more compartments. So you have this middle compartment there, and then you have the two larger compartments either side. You also have the slip pocket compartment at the back with the zip, and then there are some card slots, I think it's a bit difficult to see because it's so black, but there you go. Yeah, I think you can just about see that. There's some card slots there at the front. So this does give the bag more compartments, but by compartmentalizing it like that, it does mean there's less space in this. So again, so if I go through the cons of this bag, I think the biggest con is the space. You can't get as much in here, and I'll show you what I can get in here now. My mini pochette. My mini pochette will fit in that back compartment, but it does take up the whole compartment. So really, there isn't very much point just putting a bag within a bag. The back compartment is slightly smaller, so if I wanted to, the mini pochette will fit into the front compartment, probably a little bit easier than it fitted in the back, but I still think you can't really get much else in there. I mean, let's get my phone. My phone would just about sit in there, but it does really sort of, it doesn't fit nicely. For me, that's too much of a squeeze. So I don't use my mini pochette in this bag. I tend not to use it. What I will do is pop my phone in. I'll put the card holder. Now obviously with this bag it has got the card slots at the front, so I could dispense with card holders if I wanted to, but let's just say for the moment I would take that. I'd probably put this card holder in the slip compartment in the middle. I don't know if you can see that. And then in the back compartment I could take my compact mirror, that would fit in there, and I could zip it up. Then just grabbing the rest of my items, in that back compartment I can put my hand sanitizer, my lipstick, my lip balm, my mask, and for me that's as much as I would put in there. I've seen some people on YouTube videos pack this bag, they've put loads and loads of stuff, things on top of each other, but I just don't like that because I want to be able to access everything. I don't want to have to be standing somewhere with my bag unpacking everything to get to the stuff at the bottom. So for me, with this packed the way it is, I can access my hand sanitizer, I can access my lipstick, I can get my mask, my lip balm, my phone. I can get it all without having to unpack the rest of the bag. So that's how I would pack it. The other things I had in the Soho Disco included my keys. Now I can't really fit the keys comfortably in there. What I would maybe have to do is take, let's see, perhaps if I put, that's probably the best way, of doing it. Put that in the back there, tuck in the mask on the top. No room for the lip balm, and yeah, then it fits in there. So I'd have to get myself a smaller lip balm perhaps, or pop that in my pocket, I don't know. But that again is the bag full for me. Again, like the Disco, it's quite heavy at this point, even without the mini pochette in there. But that fits everything in that I would need. Obviously not as much as the Soho Disco. So for me, this bag is not really an everyday bag. It really is, I use it more as an evening bag, going out bag, when I don't need to take quite so much stuff with me. And I could wear it maybe for just running errands, where again I don't need to take everything out with me. The thing I do love about this bag though is the very soft leather. It's a lovely calf skin leather. It smells beautiful, it feels lovely, and it's obviously got this puffy look, which is very in right now. But even though that is quite an in look, I still think this is not so puffy that it's too trendy. I think this is a very classic look, and it will stay quite timeless, and you know, even in a few years time I think this will still look a really lovely classic bag. I love the hardware, the silver logo. It's kind of an antique silver, so it's not really bright. And it was quite difficult to sort of match up with a chain. This chain doesn't match it exactly, it's slightly darker, but I think it's still a fairly good match, and it still looks quite nice. I feel this bag is perhaps a little bit more versatile because you've got the chain strap option you could add to it, and if you obviously want to go with the strap it comes with, you've got the wristlet and the long crossbody. If you go with the leather strap, it makes it look a little bit more casual, whereas I feel the chain strap makes it look a bit edgier and a bit dressier maybe. The leather strap, it does look, it can certainly still be an evening bag, but it's maybe a smart casual bag rather than a really dressy bag. The Soho Disco, personally I feel that's a little bit more casual. Again, you still could wear it as an evening bag. I think the tassel gives it that little bit extra, but personally for me, I usually wear it as a day bag because I feel it's a little bit more casual. If I had to choose between the two bags, I would find it very difficult, because in reality I probably use this bag much more than I use the Saint Laurent. I use this, as I said, probably a few times a week, so probably my head would say to me, you have to choose this one because it's the one you use all the time. However, if I was going with my heart, I would say this one, because I just love it. I look at it and I think it's beautiful. I really do like it. Even though I can't fit as much in it, even though I don't use it as much, I just absolutely love it. And so it's very hard for me to pick them. If you had to say which one do I love the most, it would be this one. Which one do I find the most useful and use the most, it would be this one. So anyway, I hope that's helped you if you were maybe looking at both of these bags or thinking about getting either of them. We'll put links to both of them down in the description. The Soho Disco you can get from other sites that sell Gucci. I know they have them often on Matches Fashion, and they have them on My Teresa and Farfetch. Usually the discount codes don't work on Gucci on those sites, but occasionally they do. Again, as I said in a previous video, I had a Matches code and that worked on a Gucci item, so it's always worth a try. Saint Laurent, they usually have these bags on other sites as well, all of those sites too, and quite often the discount codes will work on those. I've used a discount code for Saint Laurent on Farfetch before, and My Teresa, and also I know they often work on Louisa Villaroma's website too. So I think these bags you can quite often get a discount on them rather than paying the full price. Obviously if you do order directly from the Gucci boutique or the Saint Laurent boutique, then you do have to pay the full price. In terms of colours, the Gucci Soho Disco currently comes in the black, red and a beige, or a rose beige I believe it's called. The Toy Loulou, the colours change all the time. I know it comes with black with the black hardware, black with the silver hardware. It also comes in a lovely sandy colour or a beige colour with silver and gold hardware. It comes in a sort of cream ivory. You have to just check out the website, because every season they seem to bring the Toy Loulou out in new colours and discontinue some of the older colours. So you have to see what's out and what's available. But there's slightly more range of colours on the Toy Loulou than there is with the Gucci. Anyway, I think that covers most of what you need to know about both of these bags. Thanks ever so much for watching. I do hope you enjoyed that, and if you did enjoy it, please give this video a thumbs up, and I really look forward to seeing you on my next video. Bye!